Zen friends, it's Kasey. I am the Animal Care Manager and Certified Vet Tech here at Zen Habitats, and today we are giving Ollie, our Chahoua Gecko, a new bioactive enclosure. If you're interested in seeing more builds like this, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. The first thing I needed to do was install a substrate shield, and then I installed my bio basin. I did this by using the double-sided tape that comes with it and taped it to the edges of the Zen Habitat enclosure. The next thing I needed to do for this bioactive build was create a drainage layer. I did this by using activated clay pebbles. It's super important that you rinse these thoroughly as they are super dusty. Also, for part of my drainage layer, I've installed some of this window screening. I double-sided taped it to the edges, and that just helps prevent all of the substrate from coming down through into our clay pebbles. Once my drainage layer was in, it was time to add my substrate. I'm using Josh's Frog's Tropical Bioactive Substrate Mix. This product is really great because it has all the different components of a bioactive substrate mixed together already for you. So that includes sands and soils and stuff like that for that good mixture of different textures that are essential. For one, keeping our cleanup crew alive, and as well as holding into some of that moisture that our animal needs for humidity purposes. Once I have the substrate in there, I mix it up by hand and start adding water till it gets to a good moist consistency. Not to where it's actually running water when you wring it, but definitely moist enough to hold on to that humidity. So once I had my substrate layer nice and moistened, it was time for my cleanup crew. So right now I'm adding in some springtails as well as some isopods. The isopods that I used are the tropical white variety, which are perfect for the environment that we are creating for Ollie. Next, I started to add my plants. So a couple that we chose were some arrowheads and some ZZs, as well as some philodendron. The plants are important for helping filter out some of the waste material put off by our animal and our bugs. And then, it's this whole ecosystem inside the bioactive enclosure where the bugs are cleaning up after the animal and so on. And then the plants clean up after the bugs. And it's just this whole beautiful ecosystem. After that, I put down my sheet moss. Again, this is going to help with our moisture and humidity needs. So once that's laid out, it needs to be watered as well. So now that we got all of our bioactive components put into our enclosure, it's time to finally decorate it. So I did this using a bamboo planter. These are really, really cool planters to hang, and I put a bunch of spider plants in it, as well as his little tiki guy, his food dish holder, as well as this hammock. Now that we have everything set up, it's time to show Ollie his new home. I hope he likes it. since we have made this enclosure for Ollie. He seems to be thoroughly enjoying it still. As you can see, it looks pretty much the same. Some of the plants look a little bit different as they've established, or I haven't done so good with them, but there it is, and he's really been enjoying it. If you want to see more builds like this, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well as some of our other social media platforms. But yeah, you want to say thank you, Ollie? Thank you.